Hello everybody and welcome to week 2 of the Arena Football League here. We got 3 games here marked up for tonight, and we got our first matchup, the Washington Valor taking on the Albany Empire in New York. And we're going to start off our first drive strong here with Cedric Bonner throwing it right to TT Tolliver for the first score of the day. And Durazio in the Valor would not be denied here as he throws a beautiful dot right to Robinson in the end zone for the touchdown. But the Empire will respond quickly as Bonner throws this right to Doring, and he does the rest of it as he breaks 2 tackles to get into the end zone for a quick score. But disastrous strike for the Valor as Kelly going in for the return takes a big hit and he loses that ball immediately, and Hill will pick the ball up for the Empire. A couple plays later here, 1st and goal, and Cedric Bonner will give it right to Thomas here for the easy touchdown for Albany to take the lead. Durazio trying to respond here, but he throws an errant pass right to Hill as he tips it, then picks it back up for the interception to give the Valor the ball back.
Hey, you need to stay focused out there. We can't blow this. I need you in this game. I'm here. All right, go on. Got it.
And then Bonner would give it to Thomas once again for his 2nd touchdown of the night and also taking a 2-score lead. So after the Valor turned the ball over on downs, Bonner tries to throw the ball there, almost gets picked off. But the more serious fact is that he injured his chest on the play. It would be a bruised rib injury, so he would come back in the 4th quarter. So Matt Salk comes in for the injured Bonner, and in a 4th and 8 situation, he gets plastered on the ground. They do pick up the ball, but it is a turnover on downs, and the Valor will get the ball back. A few plays later, Durazio will give it to Avery for the easy touchdown, but he would take a few licks before he gets in there. So right before halftime, a missed field goal attempt would give the Valor the ball back, and Casper would burn his defender and take it into the end zone for a touchdown to tie the game.
Oh yeah, how you like me now? Yeah, and slide to the right.
In the second half, Casper and Durazio was not done yet as they would connect here on this 9-yard TD pass. So after another defensive stop, Alexander would this time would get the ball and he'll take it into the end zone for a 7-yard touchdown run. Salk and the Empire would finally respond here with a touchdown pass to Doring after taking a big hit by the speaker. The Valor would respond to that after Durazio takes an under pressure hit but throws it perfectly to a wide open Davis for an easy score. 30-yard touchdown. Cedric Bonner here will come back from injury here on a 2nd and long here, but he throws a off-balance pass off his back foot and it gets intercepted there by Avery.
Come on, wait.
And then this would be the nail on the coffin for the Empire as Avery, the guy who got the interception, gets another rushing touchdown to end the game, making the score 59-38 for the Washington Valor. So for this game, we got the New Orleans VooDoo taking on the Jacksonville Sharks in Jacksonville for this highly anticipated matchup. The New Orleans VooDoo looked very good last week, so let's see how Mark Grebe and the gang do this time. So as you're going to see from this game, this was a very run-oriented arena football game as Pace got the first touchdown today, and then Raymond Filial would throw this one right to his receiver, Burley, for the touchdown to tie the game up. And then once again getting into the red zone, and then Grebe just giving it to his running backs. This time Jackson fumbles and bumbles his way into the end zone for the 2nd touchdown. And trying to respond to the score here is Raymond Filial as he rolls off to the right there, but he gets sacked almost into the end zone for a 4th down, and they have to kick the ball away. But once again, this running back duo of Pace and Jackson is just terrorizing this defense as Pace gets into the almost the end zone there at the 1-yard line, and then Grebe would give it to Pace once again for another easy touchdown. That's Pace's 2nd. But Filial and this Jacksonville offense responds this time as he throws this one right to Burley, and he breaks a tackle to get into the end zone for a touchdown. So after a New Orleans field goal, Filial will get the ball again and throws it right to Horacek again, and I believe that's Horacek's 3rd INT of the year.
Pull it together out there. Keep your head in the game. Make it happen. Go.
So after yet another Shark stop and a New Orleans field goal, Stackhouse does the impossible and takes this one 45 yards after breaking a tackle, and now he sets the AFL record for longest rushing touchdown at 45 yards. So after Jacksonville forces New Orleans to get another field goal, Horacek gets his 2nd straight pick as Filial throws another interception. This would allow Grebe to give Jackson yet another rushing touchdown. That is New Orleans' 4th rushing touchdown today.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm
The Sharks trying to play catch up as Philly throws this one right to Montgomery. He breaks a tackle and then takes it into the end zone for a score. Yet the VooDoo trot down the field once again at the 1 yard line, and guess what? Mark Grieve gets into the action as he scores a rushing touchdown as well. And after New Orleans forces Jacksonville for another field goal, they just rub it in as the running game was just pitch perfect pace, taking a 25-yard gain. That would lead for Grieve to actually throw the ball this time, and he throws it to Swain, a little bit overthrown, but it gets tipped around at the barrier and gets caught by Swain anyway for a touchdown. That would lead the VooDoo to getting a 54-37 win, and a commanding one here with 5 rushing touchdowns. This would lead us to our final and most exciting game of the day. The Dallas Desperados going up to Baltimore to take on the Baltimore Brigade. And at first it looked like it did not start well for the Brigade as Wright loses the football, but then it gets picked up by Lawson. He hurdles over a man, and then he has a straight path all the way into the end zone for the first touchdown of the night. A great start to the Brigade indeed, but Andy Kelly will not be outshined. He threw a fadeaway to Smith there to tie the game. But Leon Murray and the crew would respond as he throws it to the also-reliable Damian Harrell for his first touchdown of the game. Kelly on this Dallas drive would throw it to Hammond here, but he breaks a tackle and then carries this one all the way into the end zone here for a touchdown, leaving Baltimore in the dust. But Leon Murray would find Damian Harrell all alone in the end zone for a touchdown, and they would take back the lead. But once again, Andy Kelly would respond here with a Dr. Smith, and he would take it into the end zone to tie the game once again. And then Murray, this time finding Wright on the outside post into the end zone for a 40-yard score.
Thank you. You know who's the best. Me. Yeah. Oh yeah, give me some. Yeah.
After an exchange of field goals, Wes Owls would break the drought as he would get a 4-yard touchdown run. Leon Murray would show that Damian Harrell is one of the best receivers in the league off this fly route into the end zone for the touchdown to take the lead once again. And then speaking of fly routes, Kelly avoids the sack and throws it off his back foot right to Smith into the end zone for a touchdown. And then right before halftime, Murray would find Jordan on this touchdown here about 18 yards into the end zone. The back and forth continued as Andy Kelly threw this one off balance, but Bryant did not care as it ricocheted off the barricade and into his hands. The responses would not stop as Murray would throw this one off to the right to Hall into the end zone for another touchdown. Now they're breaking 50. So after finally stopping Dallas, Baltimore tries to take advantage of it here on a 4th down, throws it to Hall, but overshoots him just a little bit for a turnover on downs. And the Desperados would make them pay as Kelly throws his 6th touchdown of the game to Hammond to finally take the lead in this game. The score now 55-52. Murray trying to respond here, rolls off to the right and tries to throw it to right, but it gets picked off by Scheckschneider as he gets his first pick of the night.
Get over here, come on. Okay, let's make something out of that turnover. All right. Drive it down their throats, okay? All right, go.
The Brigade stopped them once again, but the kicker knocks this deep field goal in to make it a 6-point game. Murray on a crucial 3rd down here has Hall wide open, but overthrows him, and they would have to settle for 3. With the ball game 58-55, Kelly trying to take advantage, but throws an interception right to Hall in field goal range. And the Brigade would surely take advantage of this one as Murray would sneak it in for a touchdown, and Dallas would call a timeout to conserve time.
I want to thank all you people over here and over here. Yeah, you're welcome.
And one thing I love about arena football is that you can't count anyone out yet as Bryant takes the screenplay, breaks a tackle, and it takes it all the way into the end zone for a touchdown to take the lead. And Baltimore once again takes a timeout. Now with only 25 seconds left, Murray dropping back and finds Hall for a big first down to put them in field goal range. And Murray, with just 20 seconds left, trying to throw it to Hall for the end zone and throws it right to Bryant to end this game. And what a game it was. A big pick here and it would end the game 65-62. And here are our scores around the league here. Chris Sanders picks up for injured Joe Jermaine in a win 63-49 against the Rattlers. The Barnstormers win their first game at home with John Fitzgerald scoring 5 touchdowns. Colorado get their first win at home as Rashard Floyd returned a 50-yard kick return for a touchdown. And Aaron Garcia gets injured, but a Chris Greason comes in and picks up the slack as he gets 3 touchdowns along with Garcia's 4 to get a win against the Rush. As I forget that I simmed week 3, here are the standings after week 3, but I'll show you guys week 3 in the next episode along with the other weeks. We got the Valor at 2-0, the Sabercats and the Barnstormers at 2-0, the Brigade and the Rush both have 1 loss. The Gladiators, the Crush, both are 1-2. The Empire and the Rattlers and the Kiss all sit at 0-3 here in the American. And then for the National, the VooDoo are the only undefeated team here at 3-0. The Dragons, Sharks, Desperado, and Force are all at 2-1. The Soul and the Predators are 1-1. The Storm and the Phantoms sit at a lowly 0-2. And here for our passing stats, we got John Dutton at 951 yards, even though they are 0-3. And I believe he's also a touchdown leader. Yes, he is, right behind Murray. And then John Kaleo out here balling, 15 touchdowns and no picks, along with Mark Grebe as well. He's my favorite for MVP this season if he can stay healthy. 11 touchdowns and 0 picks with a 133 rating. That's crazy. For our rushing leaders, we got Lonnie Ford with 103 yards and 6 touchdowns, and right behind him is Stackhouse with 5 touchdowns and 96 yards. Our receiving touchdowns leader is Tony Locke. He has 478 yards and 10 touchdowns. He is also our yards leader, right behind Damian Harrell, who has 353 yards and 6 touchdowns. And then I just got to point this one out. Mike Horsett has 5 INTs in the first 3 weeks. He is insane, bro. He is very, very insane. 5 INTs, and he might go for, I believe, like 10 or 15 if he keeps this up. All right, so that is it for week 2 and kind of week 3 for our AFL season. I will have some week 3 highlights in the next video along with weeks 4 and 5 if I can do this correctly. I did want to do it in this episode, but I wanted to get this one out because of some other things that's going on. So hope you guys liked and enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.